some light flurries moving through from the north at this moment, but overall it is again a quiet day. It's definitely a colder day than what we had yesterday. Our temperatures at this moment are anywhere from the low 20s farther to the north to the upper 20s and near 30 degrees for those of you in Monroe and Adrian. Our highs this afternoon will be close to the freezing mark, but we are going to be looking at our temperature sliding as we move into tonight. We'll keep the clouds, hoping on a couple more sun breaks out there, but then once the clouds move in, they will be hanging around as we get into tonight as well as tomorrow. Most of tomorrow will be just fine. It's once we get towards the evening that the storm system moves in. I'll time out the showers for you and what you can expect coming up.
We have one messy system less than 48 hours away, but there's a second system. Are they going to be comparable, or is one stronger, looking, more problematic than the other?
Honestly, right now, both of them look very similar, and it's likely we're going to have a mixed bag of precipitation with both of them. The first one definitely more on the freezing rain, which leads to ice side of thing. The other one may be a little bit colder, but that's not until this upcoming weekend.
All right, this weekend, and of course,
temperatures at this moment are mainly in the low to mid 20s, so a colder day overall. We did start off in the teens in a few spots this morning, and we are heading back to the teens in many spots as we get into tonight. But you can see a few of those kind of light flurries rolling on through. Otherwise, we have still plenty of clouds moving through, but we're seeing a little bit of clearing north of I-69. We'll see some more sun breaks as we get towards the later parts of this afternoon. But bigger picture of what's going on, well, our next storm system is developing. Obviously, it does not look like much off to our southwest, but this is where it is originating, and it will be moving in once we get into tomorrow evening. So we do still have some time to prepare and time to just enjoy the quieter weather across the region. But over the next couple of hours, we'll start to see the system develop, tap into some moisture too. And then by the time we get into Wednesday evening, we'll finally start to see our first round of actually some light snow. Not expecting much, if any, accumulation with the snow. But as we continue to have the system move in, we're going to have warmer air go over the colder air that'll be in place for us. And that will lead to some freezing rain for a good chunk of Metro Detroit as we get into Wednesday night and Thursday morning. Now, farther to the north, it's likely going to hold with just the snow, maybe some sleet mixing in. But for the most part, we're looking at ice to be the biggest concern with the system. Now, as we continue throughout your Thursday, the showers actually end pretty quickly, or at least around mid-morning. And then we'll get back to not only drier conditions through the afternoon, but warmer as well. So I think the biggest impact is going to be for the Thursday morning commute with the amount of ice that we could be looking at, which I'll have a closer look in just a bit. But today, again, not worried about that. We're looking at cloudy skies and some flurries. Temperatures will be into the 20s north and then closer to the freezing mark farther to the south. Tonight, our temperatures will be dropping into the teens in many locations. A few of us holding on to about 20 and 21 degrees, but overall, another chilly start to the day. More clouds on the way for tomorrow, and also some flurries out there, but no accumulation is expected today. Our current temperatures are in the 20s. We are going to be climbing close to the freezing mark this afternoon, especially farther to the south. A little bit colder, though, off to the north. Putting some sun there in Port St. Lucie. I don't think it's sunny, but we definitely have some sun breaks returning. As we continue through the rest of this afternoon, again, temperatures will peak near the freezing mark and then slowly cool as you get towards rush hour, dinner time, and this evening, eventually into the mid-20s. But let's look ahead at, again, the system on the way tomorrow evening. Now, overnight tonight, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies. Most of the day tomorrow will also be mostly cloudy. We are going to have a fairly quiet first about 2/3 of the day on Wednesday, but it's once we get towards the evening after sunset, we'll have a little bit of light snow move through with minimal accumulation, but it's more so once you get into the early morning hours of Thursday. You can see all of this pink here. That'll be more likely freezing rain across the region. North of I-69, likely to keep it more on the snow and sleet side of things, but south of that is where we'll have the freezing rain, which leads to icing. So a big concern will be the Thursday morning commute and the potential for icy conditions across the region. Showers taper off quickly mid-morning, and we'll actually see our temperatures climb into the afternoon above freezing, which means any of the ice that we do have in the morning will eventually melt by the time you get to the afternoon. So it's really just that window of time overnight Wednesday through the first part of the day on Thursday. Taking a look at potential ice accumulation, it does look like we'll pick up a couple hundredths of an inch and kind of our top amounts near 1/10 of an inch, though there could be some locally higher amounts closer to 2/10 of an inch, especially through Lenawee and Monroe counties. Of course, this will continue to change